Alan, Anglo American, the mining group, seems to be in a rush to sell things. It's been making disposals through the summer. Another one announced today. Tell us about it.
They announced the sale of Rustenburg, a South African platinum mine, or mines. In fact, it's three. They've been trying to sell it for at least a year. They found a buyer in Sibanye Gold, which itself was spun out of Gold Fields back in 2011, and specializes now in very, very deep precious metal mines, in their case gold.
So is this a good move, or should we be pleased that Anglo American has managed to get rid of this mine? Has it been a problematic asset?
It's very high cost. That's because it's very labor intensive. It currently has around 16,000 employees. To be fair to Anglo American, they've got that down from 24,000 not so long ago. So they've already restructured it a lot. Sibanye will get the benefit of that restructuring. The amount of money here isn't very much. In total, in dollars, it's about $330 million, only a third of which will come up front in cash and shares, possibly a lot of shares. The rest of the money will come over 6 years, and it will be a sort of payout from the cash flow of the mine, assuming there is enough.
So not a big immediate benefit. Does Anglo American then need to keep selling things? How's its balance sheet looking?
Well, they have a target of selling around $3 billion in assets. They've done about 2/3 of that just in the last few months, so that's great. But our point is that maybe they need to think a little bit more about the cash flow situation. The dividend drains a lot. If we take the cash flow, subtract out the capital investment, what's left over maybe covers the dividend if you're optimistic. So it's not a lot of coverage there.
So despite all these asset disposals, do you think there's a case for them to cut the dividend as well?
I think very much there is a case for them to cut the dividend. Others have done it. Freeport-McMoRan in the States announced it. I don't think it did a lot of damage. Glencore admittedly has a trading arm. They have done it recently. That hasn't hurt the share price. And actually, Anglo has done it in the past. In 2009, they did it. And in fact, their shares outperformed their peers during 2009, not just the world market, but actually all the mining shares. So I think they may have obsessed about it. It's time to take some action.
Wow, lots of disposals, but perhaps some bad news ahead on the dividend. Alan, thanks very much.